everybody. I want to read you a story today about the water cycle, and it's an impressionistic story. We're going to use our imagination. So this is from a book that I made a long time ago when I was in college. So this book's about 40 years old, and it's older maybe than some of your parents. So we'll see. You can see it's kind of old. There once was a little boy who lived in a house right at the top of a mountain. All around him, the boy could see trees, lakes, mountains, green fields, flowers, and birds. And the boy loved all of these beautiful things. Near his house, there was an old well. Every day, the little boy would walk from his house across the grassy field over to the well, where he liked to sit and enjoy the beauty of his world. One day, as the little boy sat by the old well, an amazing thing happened. And we'll talk about that in a second. I'm going to show you this picture, and it's, as I said, it's a very old book. And there's the little boy sitting by the well. So let's see what amazing thing happened. The well spoke to him. "Little boy, tell me of the world." And so the boy told him of everything he could see and of the things he had heard about, oceans, faraway countries and people. The well listened with delight. "Oh, how I dearly wish to see these things you talk of. I'm bored sitting here where I can see only the same things day after day." And so every day the boy came to the well and talked to him, telling him stories of his world. And the well of water really enjoyed listening to him. Often the boy would hear the well give a big sigh. "Oh, how I wish I could see all these things." And here's a picture of the boy telling the water in the well about all the things around the world. One day, as the old well sat quite still on the top of the mountain, it began to rain. And it rained, and it rained, and it rained. The old well began to feel so full. Yes, very full indeed. He felt so full he thought he was going to burst. And then suddenly he did. He overflowed right out of the well. Before he knew what was happening, the well water began to fall quite fast down the mountain. He could see flowers and trees and other mountains, green fields and birds and lots of beautiful things. Then at last he came to rest in a small lake about halfway down the mountainside. Here the well spent many long hours lazing about in the sunshine. He felt very peaceful. And they're kind of calling the water from the well just in this story. But we know we're talking about the water. And there's the water bursting out and flowing down. So peaceful. When he felt sufficiently rested, he moved over toward the edge of the lake, and he began to flow again. And this time he flowed even faster than before. He had joined a river. Oh, how he loved this fast-flowing feeling. He flowed over rocks and sand far down the mountainside, passing first one house, then another and another, until he reached a city. Here he spread out quite wide as other waters joined him. Oh, such wonderful things he saw. Lots of people and cars and lorries and bridges and buildings and oh, such activity. There were big ships and little boats and oh, so many people. And here's a drawing of the water. It's flowing. Water loves water. So he's flowing rather quickly now. And then our little old well felt himself spreading further and further out and out he went until he felt really wide. Where do you think he had come to? To the sea. How relaxed he felt, bouncing about and whirling and flowing back and forth and up and down. But after some time lying in the ocean, our little well became quite bored, for all he could see was water, water, water everywhere. He began to think about his old home by the house on the mountain, and he began to wish he could go home and talk to his old friend, the little boy. And here's just a picture, just to help us imagine the water in the ocean now. He wanted to have a nice long rest, for he was by now quite tired from all his adventures. Suddenly, he began to feel himself lifting up. He felt very, very light, and he went up and up and up until he was right up in the white fluffy clouds in the sky. Oh, what a lovely feeling racing across the sky. This was by far the best feeling of all. Oh, look! Down below he could see a city with lots of cars and people and a river with boats and yachts on it. And there, look, a beautiful forest with lots of flowers and small animals. And I'm going to show you, this is just a picture showing him. He's up in the fluffy clouds now, and he's floating back over where he came from. Then the whale became really excited. He could see the old mountain where he used to live. Yes, there it was, standing tall into the sky. And there was the little boy's house. And yes, oh, he could even see his old well now. He stopped right over the well and was just about to wish he could go down there again when suddenly he began to feel very heavy. Oh yes, very, very heavy indeed. And then he began to fall very fast. Down he fell faster and faster and faster. And where do you think he landed exactly? Plop, plop, right down into his lovely old well. Oh, but it was good to be home again. He had had such a good time away, and perhaps after a little rest, he might just go away again. Do you think he will? There are the raindrops coming down, and some of the drops are plinking right back into the little old well. I hope you enjoyed that story.